Going to discuss a success story of Honda, and it is coming from the book called The 75 Greatest Management Decision Ever. In the past videos we covered few, and now today we are going to cover about Honda. And the lesson, I'll just give you a summary, then we can go in detail. And Honda wanted to implement motorbikes in US, and unfortunately they didn't get any big success because 250 cylinder 250 350 in the US market didn't get attracted to. And then the sales representative, they didn't pull it back to India, but instead what they did, they have just they just understand what is the requirement. Their requirement, they were interested in a small bikes and small scooter type and things like this. So they customize it to 50cc, and then it got clicked. And a very fascinating story it is. I'm gonna state from the book. So it is given in the page number 82 and great decision number 26. Honda arrived in the US state in 1959 to launch its big motorbikes. Customers were not keen on the problematic performance of the big bikes like 250cc and 350cc and so on, but admired the little sub-curb bikes like scooter what we have typically in India, right? Honda management used, and Honda decided to change the direction and market its smaller bikes. It transformed the motorbike business into virtually overnight. And then there is a quotation about in those days the Japanese motor company Honda created the American Honda Motor Co. It was company's first foray in the US, but it didn't get more success and all that. At that time, Japanese product were still regarded with suspicious. Generally, they were keen. They seems to look out that Japanese product as inferior and so on, as a cheap imitation of the real things and so on, right? So the hope for Honda's success in the US state apparently fairly forlorn, right? Fairly reduced. Honda decided to launch its bike in Los Angeles as part of the grand strategy to sell in the US one, right? And then they had something. Honda believed that 250cc, 350cc model promotes larger bike and all that. They tried everything. In order to get around town, the Honda salespeople used some of the newly developed 50cc bike, but customer attracted with that because they were able to easily go around and all. The customer attracted a lot of attention where motorcycle dealer, the small vehicles everybody attracted to and all that, right? And then there is also a stat actually in 1960, 65% of the buyer were buying from motorcycle from the first time. 65%, huge. The whole sales were happening in US, 65%. And 1974 Honda had sold over 10 million Hondas in 50s. 10 million, right? And the greatest lessons, it is given in a summary in the page 82. The very beautiful thing what I learned about this book is that there is a problem and then quick solution, and then there is a history about it, and then what is the thing, lesson learned. Again, the summary, executive summary you can call it. And here, learn, don't criticize. The Honda team in America was not called back to Tokyo for failing to sell big motors in the US. Instead, the company decided that if everyone wanted a small machine, then that's okay. We can make it. We can just make the small arrangement and then make it 50cc, right? A variety of alternative actions might also have been taken. So this is the great strategy. That means we should always have an alternative action in place. The first one. And then never underestimate the competition. Western attitude towards Honda were complacent in the extreme, but still we should not give up and we should keep continuing it. This is a great lesson in this one. There are two great lessons. One, you have to have a plan, strategy, and it should be customizable, right? And number one. Number two is that, as I said, the learn, do not criticize. Number two. Number three is that be steadfast. It will take some time, right? That's a lesson I wanted to share from this very book. I hope you enjoy it.